A year into what we were doing, I got sued.
What?
Oh, here's a story.
Okay.
So, Droid Bionic. Verizon had this phone that was coming out a long time ago. It was like a
Droid Bionic.
Cool name.
What a name.
Cool name, silly phone. And, it was like day of like leaks where like if you had an exclusive, it was huge traffic. Right. So somebody who worked in a printing house that was making the clatter material that was going to be inside of the box. I think like their son was with them at work one day and saw these printing materials. It was unannounced phone. Took a bunch of pictures. It was awesome because it was the specs. It was everything about this and sent it to us. And I was like, this is a gold mine. Thank you. So we obviously published it.
And you guys had the exclusive.
Exclusive,
so, yeah.
Anonymous source. And then the printing house sued us. Now, I had no experience with lawsuits. They decided to serve me at my house with a uniformed officer on a Sunday. I mean, so like, it was terrifying. Oh my God. Terrifying. I mean, my wife answered the door. It was really scary. And then Motorola got involved. Motorola was backing the printing house before, Motorola sold. And so I was living month to month.
Right.
I didn't have a lot of money to fight a lawsuit. So I had to make a decision, like, do we just like give up the source and sort of somebody's going to jail or someone's getting fired.
It's that serious? Like you'll go to jail?
That's what I was like, who, like,
yeah.
So like his dad had signed confidentiality agreements.
Right.
And so people would have been fired. So the printing house was in Chicago, I should mention. So I contacted a lawyer and decided to fight it. Yeah. I was gonna try. So we fought it, and then the more we went on, the more we realized that if we had lost a lawsuit, it would have been precedent for websites to have to reveal sources and more lawsuits. So I fought this for almost a year, and this was a time where it was probably the scariest time I've ever had because I had employees, so I was paying them, but I didn't pay myself for 5 months. I was living on credit cards, and our website was like, be sleuthy, stealthy ninjas and send us leaks, and so their attorneys were like, this is not a real website. It's not a real public, like, they shouldn't be entitled to journalistic shield laws, and
interesting.
So we had to essentially say, we are media, we're journalists. So it boiled down to we essentially were like paying the tolls, but we couldn't drive on the roads. So the verdict came in and we lost. The judge ruled against us that we did not qualify as media. So that by default would have spread to other websites not being...
So that's not good for other people.
Would have been super bad. So we essentially filed an appeal. It was a motion for reconsideration, and the judge reversed his decision, which was awesome.
There you go.
I have it framed.
Oh
I have a framed article in our office from the Chicago Tribune
that was the
talking about it.
biggest sigh of relief.
It was the most amazing sigh of relief. And then I countersued the owner of it just got way out of hand. I countersued him and had an officer. It got crazy.
Had an officer sent to his house.
It seems like most of my stories start with like, I was young and stupid, so I did this to show him. So all things like that. I'm like, this website had been around for a year. It wasn't making any money.
Yeah.
I had to adhere to these new standards that I wasn't aware of.
Right.
So
what qualifies you as a publication?
So it was never like black and white, but like that lawsuit essentially declared like legally that anybody who's disseminating information and adhering to standards for sources and citing, properly citing where you're getting your information from is covered by state and federal shield laws.
Interesting.
So that was new.
So that would be, if you did everything right, you would basically expose this little kid who then would be responsible for that, and then they would just take actions against him, and you would have been in the clear.
And so if I had given up the source, I would have said who the kid's name was. His father would have been terminated and possibly arrested.
Wow.
So it was like super scary. Like real.
And then that kind of ruins the, send us stuff, because then you don't want to be held responsible. And so you were really kind of trailblazing it.